I was informed of your coming.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a... Though I admit I had my doubts at first.
This one's not a bad sort.
As decreed by the great will of that arisen now resides within the palace. It follows, therefore, that you must submit to questioning. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? You, and no other, are the Sovereign. That some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon the people rejoiced. For our true yet, not all celebrate. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. In order to rob you of your memory following that, she prepared, however, with Your Majesty returned, I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the town. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem... In fact, there's aught I would ask...
Aha!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to...
There's another errand to see to. Is how to spend the day.
I'll carefully conserve my strength, and endeavor to survive every battle. Where ought we to go now?
I dream.
Mayhap I will find myself a better man.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
The state of things makes
Well, that isn't while you're here, eh?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Say, you've got a deep... No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster prey, sir. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. And this Baron I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen... Many thanks, sir. Methinks...
Time to be. The road at your neck.
Time to be heading home. Have you need of me?
Go on, have a look.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, no foe shall harm you while I yet stand. If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know.
Time to be heading home.
Idle. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
What to make of this?
I'll not take that from you.
I worked hard today. I think I've earned it.
How dare you?
Now here's a welcome sight. I'm in fine fettle today.
I ought to turn in for the night.
Always hustle and bustle gets me later.
But dreams are free.
I get along with everyone.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Wonderful.
Isn't much to go
Fancy again? Fine wares all.
It's a shame. They are today. Just how I like it.
What's needs doing?
Lots to do. How precious little time.
Your Majesty, 'tis not a matter for prying ears.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares
As I inform, should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen. Yet if we are to prove your identity, it was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station... What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that...
The absolute nerve of him colliding into you and running off. Has no one any respect for the arisen in this city? Onward to Vernworth Castle.
welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Come back any time.
Here at last. Do you know how long... long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
Myself having a kip. Out of me thinks I'm...
meant this calling I've chosen.
Quiet means all's well.
Some of us get complacent.
Today,
I
but
train
not
every
at the
day.
expense of my duty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for— Could it be that you have come to bring Mother Ski— Aye, Disa is my mother. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. That is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are— My word, could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chamber.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me, this room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep.
My feet always lead me here.
Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Coin's no good if you work yourself to death.
What delights might there be to find in
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. As the citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I did. What say you? I thank you, your majesty. The first is Trevo Mine. Next is Half Village. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of...
'Tis our duty.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis... To think 'tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, you have done well, your majesty. Though...
What could the Queen Regent be plotting? I know not what to make of this.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is... I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to... And many a time as the magistrate refused her. For he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, our laws dictate that your majesty... Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law, known... What say you? Might you be I prepared a means for you to enter. This mission demands the utmost secret. Should you be discovered...
Could you come over here?
There is much we ought to tend to. While examining the palace ledger for evidence for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the wood... This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that yet 'tis strange. For sweet crownflower, I dare say, 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap 'tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that... I am glad to hear it.
You're having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you, as long as it takes. Here, if you please.
Need anything?
Well met, sis.
I wonder.
This looks as good a place as any.
Greetings. Well, here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warrior. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable, and we cannot simply purchase more as a delivery, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are... Let me see. What else can I tell? Methinks Roderick will be able... He runs the local arm. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We know what we're looking for, but not where it is. I suppose there's naught for it but to start searching.
Oh, could use a rest.
Well met, sir. Bunch of duff. Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost... hospitality in all... Fernworth. You know where to find me. The road's at your leisure. Trade favors the patient. I will
Fry it late. I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Well, look while you're here, eh? Got why I came.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
my wares? This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. Fair warning. From the tell of it, their lair... Pray do be careful. If aught were to go... Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can... compare to a fellow life, eh?
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our...
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if... Will you check the price? Just remember, hope to see you again.
Need anything?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by
The safer the roads, the heavier my pockets.
What else needs to
Anyway.
I'll get that for you.
Tis our duty to see this peace.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I hear the coronation is to be held anon. Good thing, too. Of course, the matter of attendance is, you see, commoners who perform. It beggars but for instance, if you, by some miracle, were. Silence.
Dr. Lucas, my head will roll if aught goes awry. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
So, you've come.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Armor's seen better days.
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you want to cross.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then, or have you proof that... Ah, they say by that mark. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the he went before the people. And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but who escape? Here, I spend my days perusing, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd. That said, if you know, tell me. I suspected as much. Then...
So tight.
only lift their swords.
Now, how best to proceed?
There's no hope to be found where'er I turn.
What you need of me?
A tad rowdy, shan't complain. When it calls, and I shan't resist.
Do you stop and have a look?
A good day to you.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Need anything?
Time.
What?
Gather round.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told, and I'd heard tell of a beg, and by the look of it, he doesn't appear.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a
Not
hermit.
sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Save myself.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate. Aye, got some much appreciated. Gather round. Treat your ears to
You.
a tale by a master.
You!
My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
I feel a bit out of place here.
This looks like trouble.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
This looks like trouble. This looks like trouble.
Spend all day here.
I've the presence to command anything.
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. What? Can't you think of a reason? Let's just say there are... I was to report on your coming, but I suppose that... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I shall heal you one.
You there! Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Yes, sir!
No idle chatter.
It'll do you no...